Happy Friday Fun Day, guys. We've got a great workout today with some strength work as well as a couple of WODs. What we're going to do is start with our warm-up of 40 seconds on, 20-second transition. If you're at the gym, you're going to row, ski, or bike. If you're at home, you can go for a run, jump rope, or burpees. After that, we're going to go into our plate thrusters. You can also do this with your dumbbell or kettlebell. I'm going to set my feet in my squat stance. I'm going to bring my elbows in so I have this nice front rack position. I'll squat and then press. So butt goes back, knees go out, and then press out, ears covering the biceps at the top. Next what I'm going to do is some walking planks. So I'm going to set up in my plank position here, go down to the elbows, come back up, switch sides. If you need to make that easier, just widen the feet, make it harder, bring the feet in together. Next we're going to do is wall ball clean. So for the wall ball clean, we're going to get set. Laces are always going to be out. Feet are going to be in our squat stance. What we're going to do is first stand, shrug, and then pull ourselves under into a squat and stand. Notice that as I set up, my fingers are pointed down to the ground. When I finish, they're pointed straight up. All I'm doing is twirling the ball using my middle finger so that the laces always stay out. I'm also focusing on my shrug and my nice hip extension. So from the side, make sure that you stand all the way up with the ball before you go back down. If you're at home, what I want you to do is work on single-sided cleans. So you can have the kettlebell in between the feet and then clean it up to the shoulder, or if you prefer, you can go outside of the foot. Either way, you're still working on that shrug and that hip hop or hip extension at the top. So you're just going to go right side for the 40 seconds. Next we're going to do is work in our PVC. We're going to get set up. Hands are going to be just outside of the hips, about a thumb width distance. We're going to hook grip. From here I'm going to set my shoulders down and back. I'm going to push the knees out in my dip, butt back. I'm going to come down about mid-shin. From here I'm going to pop and then pull my elbows through. So from the side, shoulders down and back, dip, butt back, mid-shin, and then pull those elbows through at the top. If you're at home, what I want you to do is just perform those single-sided on your left side cleans. Next we're going to do is empty barbell. We're going to progress from going to a power position all the way down to a squat clean. And then at home, what I want you to do is just grab both weights and perform your cleans. So we can go outside the feet here, or if you want to be inside, and then just try to work your way into a full squat. The entire class is going to start on the first part, the strength part. After that, we've got 2 WODs. Half the class will start on WOD A, half the class will start on WOD B. First, for the strength, we have an 8-minute time cap on this. I just want you to work up to a heavyish clean. I know 8 minutes is short, so for a lot of you, I'm not going to get to a max per se, but I just want you to work on your form and technique. It can be power or squat. I just put an example here of maybe doing 3 reps, adding some weight, 3 more reps, then going to 2 reps, and then eventually 1 rep. For those of you at home, what I want you to do is use 1 kettlebell or dumbbell, hold in this goblet position. You're going to work on your tempo front squats. So for you, what I want you to do is focus on going down with a 3-second count, really pushing those knees out. You're going to stay here for about 3 seconds. And don't just collapse and relax the elbows. Instead, I want you to stay in a nice squat position. And then you're also going to take 3 seconds to return to standing. You're going to squeeze the butt, hold here for a second, and then repeat. Okay, so I want you to do about 5 to 7 reps, maybe 3 to 4 sets. You know, give yourself about a minute or 2 rest in between to work on those front squats. We'll have about a 2-minute transition, and then for WOD A, this is going to be 30 seconds on, 30-second rest, 4 alternating rounds of each. You're going to start with wall balls, or if you're at home, either a single or a double kettlebell or dumbbell thrusters. And we're going to pair that with dips. You can use the rings, the boxes, the matador, or parallettes. And if you're at home, you can use a dumbbell or kettlebell for overhead tricep extensions. I do want you to choose an option that allows you to work for the full 30 seconds. Don't choose something that's super hard. You're only going to do 10 seconds. So choose something, allows you to work for the full 30 seconds, take the full 30 seconds to rest, transition to the next movement. For our dips, whether you're using the rings, boxes, whatever, You always want to measure so that it's elbow to middle finger in terms of the distance between the equipment pieces. From here, I'm going to get set up. I can have my knees bent to help make this a little bit easier. I'm going to push my butt back. I'm going to come down and then stand all the way up in my dip. So with my dip, what I'm doing is making sure that ideally my shoulder is below my elbow, and then I reach full extension at the top. What we don't want to do is have our hips come either really far forward or really far back. We're going to try and stay stacked. For those thrusters, if you're using one kettlebell, what you can do is just hold in this horizontal position, squat and press. If you're using two, you can hold in the front rack position. If you're doing that tricep extension, you can hold horizontally by the head, or you can hold, vertically, or you can hold horizontally and do your tricep extension that way. We'll have a 2-minute break, and then we'll get to WOD B. So WOD B, we're going to row for meters. I put about a 75% effort, so not something you would do for like an hour, but not something you would only do for like 10 seconds. So it's a nice sustainable pace. I want you to keep track of your meters and stay within about 10% of the first round. If you're at home, jump rope, practice your double unders or burpees. And then we're going to pair that up with planks. So after the first row, you're going to do a front plank hold, then you'll go back to your row, try to stay within 10% of whatever meters that you rode for the 30 seconds. Then we're going to go reverse plank, then right side plank, and then finally left side plank. So on our planks, guys, just remember that we want to keep the arms straight. So this will be our front plank. I'm actively pushing up into my shoulders, squeezing my butt. On my reverse plank, I want my fingers pointed back behind me. I'm going to squeeze the butt, look up at the ceiling, and hold there. For our right side plank, what I want you to think about is having a nice straight line from the hand up to the shoulders. Every joint is stacked, and then a straight line from hand to ankle, and I'll press up. If I need to modify, this top leg can come in front. Otherwise, I'll stay stacked and hold here. And then we'll just do that on the opposite side at the very end. So we're not going to score this section per se, but I do want you to keep track of those meters and really keep yourself honest about staying within 10% of that first round. So guys, I hope you have fun today. Be sure to note in the comments below and in Zen Planner what you got to on your clean. As always, move well, good luck, and have fun.